You know, my mother wasn't the brightest person on the face of the planet, but she was clever. My mom said to me, you know, show him, Joey. My mother said, she wasn't the greatest person on the face of the planet, but she was pretty clever. So I think what my mother was saying to me is, your mom raised you. She's a great lady, and I'm pretty clever, so a bunch of clever, great ladies and gentlemen got together and came up with this cool plan. It's like, how do we get everybody to understand it? So it says, remember that show, Judge Judy? Judge Judy is always trying to be funny and at the same time chew people out. Could you maybe do a little less chewing out? Try to make people laugh a little bit. Live, love, and laugh. But how can we live and love and laugh? They don't understand what we're trying to do in space for the Earth. So, everybody always picking on me because, hey, he's this little genius kid, man. Even before I had amnesia, now I can remember. It's like, how do we get them to understand why is it so important, SpaceX? Well, that guy's a pretty cool guy, man. He's gonna do some crazy stuff, man, and get the world moving again, huh? How do you get the world moving again? Well, you fix the atmosphere and you got more resources. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? Well, you know what I love about the ocean? There's plenty of fish in the sea. You know why there's plenty of fish in the sea? Because they put a bunch of submarines down there, but not too many. Did a bunch of research. We did more research than we did putting the submarines under the ocean. So we had like a limited, amount of submarines under there with all the countries of the world working together, doing this exploratory, science under the oceans for all of mankind. So needless to say, we don't have submarines running into each other, blowing each other up like, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to run into you. So maybe if SpaceX could get everybody excited and show them, hey, look, we're playing hopscotch with the planet, with the atmosphere. We can't do that with a rocket. But man, we could land it somewhere, if we could land a rocket like that from outer space, I wonder if, the countries could land, goods and resources and, aid for each other's countries to rebuild their societies with better products and services with resources. Oops, we're in the middle of doing one of those tracking things, man, and satellite runs into another satellite because there's too many satellites up there because the countries couldn't work out their differences and make good negotiations for, space peace treaties for the Space Force, man. Come on. So, we put one space submarine up there. Because we had a bunch of space submarines up in space. And we're like, man, can we just link them all together? Well, I don't know. This country has this technology. That country has this technology. That country has this technology. And we're like, hey, Ronald Reagan, can you start that GATE program? No problem. Ed Gorby, I need a favor, man. We got some Alaskan Indians up there with a whale stuck in some ice, man. Can you break the ice for us, some conversation, and get that whale over there? I know those people don't have much food, but, can they go hungry for a little bit and we just take that whale that they're going to eat and instead throw it in the ocean? Do some Star Trek stuff, man. Beam me up, Scotty thing, Can you melt the ice and just get that whale over there? Hey, while you're at it, can you take that icebreaker ship and just bust the ice wide open and make sure you get that whale of an idea out there and Get it up into outer space so everybody understand. Okay, man. Tell you what, everybody take your space stations. We're gonna hook it together and call it an international space station. For Christ's sake, you know? So that's what they did. So we do this research, right? And then we try to get over the deserts and into the deserts to land this starcraft, this star-based thing. And instead of having that space station around the Earth really fast, man, like and they gotta talk to all these different satellites, man. So we could turn this satellite, that satellite, and then we get it into space. You turn that rocket on and move in position, that satellite's like, you gotta do all this recalculation. So we get a network of satellites up there to keep progress on how we're fixing the atmosphere, man. It's like you could turn on the atmospheric NASA news, like with the Weather Channel, and the weather guys going, look at this, man. Can you imagine that? Like some Total Recall stuff. The kids are like going, I'm going Total Recall for the space program, Worldwide wisdom, Worldwide wisdom, World War III, what you talking about, man? Worldwide wisdom, Hey, you remember Star Trek, man? Victory for all, man. Volkswagen, you know what I'm saying? That's a love bug, man.